Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome back to Unconventional Counseling. I'm so glad to be here with you. As you can see, if you've been paying attention, if you've been noticing, I'm in a completely new space. I'm surrounded by my plants. And if I told you the story of how I manifested this space, I think we would all be doing a little 2-minute praise dance because it has been wild. The energy that we have been moving through, the transitions, the endings, the new beginnings, it's just like everything is happening all at once. So if you're finding that you're breaking down, if you're finding that it's hard to sleep at night, if you're finding that your appetite is a bit off, if you're finding that you're around other people and they're bristling with you and you're just having these really strange, like angry, like frustrating interactions with complete strangers, potentially, know that it might be because you are healing at a really deep level, at a really like intricate level. I like to say to my clients that when we're working on particular things, like psychologically, that we're doing brain surgery. We're doing it non-invasively, right? So we don't need certain tools. We're not opening up a skull, but we are rewiring particular neurons and pathways and networks. That's what you're doing right now. You're doing brain surgery on top of there's like a body composition DNA change that's happening like spiritually. Everything is shifting. You might be feeling it in your mood. You might be feeling more positive. You might be feeling more optimistic. You might be feeling like there are more possibilities. Maybe you're feeling less depressed. Maybe you're feeling less anxious. If you are, I love that for you. I am so glad. Maybe you're feeling more confident in yourself and you're doubting yourself less. If you are, yay, I'm right there with you. But just in case you're actually having flare ups of past experiences, there's so much energy moving through your body that you don't know what to do with it. Maybe you're feeling like you need to externalize. You want to talk to someone, but when you start talking to people, they don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. Or you just want to maybe be held and like wrapped in a safe container, but there might not be people around right now that you trust enough to share your body in that intimate way. Um, you might you might be feeling like you need to weep or cry, but maybe the tears aren't coming, right? Like the energy is really intense. It's really heightened. It's moving through our bodies. Our bodies are trying to purge so much stuff from the past, right? To remind you, we're in a 9 year. So that means so many things are starting fresh next year. And we've been doing so many things over and over again. We have been learning lessons at deeper and deeper levels. So notice where that might be for you. It might be a multitude of areas of your life. It might be your finances. It might be your self-worth. It might be how you feel about your body, your self-image. It might be what you feel like you can actually do, like with your hands, or what you can make tangible from your idea space, ideascape, your imagination into the physical reality. It might be about being able to daydream again and dream big again. Like that might be the thing that you've been working on over the years. There likely is at least one major theme, like blaring. If somebody were to say, "What have you been working on for the past decade in your life?" I know you have at least one thing, but it's likely that you have multiple. And this is the year that you're wrapping up some things. This is the year that you're having new perspectives on things. This is the year that things are changing, sometimes very slowly. So today we're going to talk about labor. I'm going to be posting this on Labor Day, and I was just curious, like, what is Labor Day about? I had a sense. I'm not going to give you dates and facts because when it comes to history, I'm like, it's just the energy, it's just the story. You just want to know, at least for me. I just want to know the gist of things. So if you really do want to know, I encourage you to go find like something. I'm sure NPR has something. I encourage you to go find some articles on it. Really dive deep. But Labor Day is connected to the Industrial Revolution. It's connected to, people working more, people working in factories, and labor conditions being unsustainable. Sound familiar? So we're in this period back in the, late 1800s where people are just like trying to survive, trying to feed themselves, trying to feed their families, working for probably pennies because, inflation has done a lot of things over the centuries. And they're working long ass hours, and they're working long ass hours, and kids are working long ass hours. It's like they're getting the whole family, right? They had the femmes in like certain textile factories. They had the mask folks in other factories. If they weren't going off to some war at some point, they had the children. They had the children, their nimble little fingers, putting things together in factories and sewing things together. There's so many things that have been American made. They're really great quality, right, over the years. And they were done with child labor, or they were done with like femme labor. They were done with labor. They were created with labor. And when I reflect on why labor is so important to us as a society, like why could it possibly be so important? My goodness, that it is like sometimes the first question that people ask you, what do you do for a living? It's their way of trying to vet you, trying to feel like they could possibly understand who you are. What do you do for money? Trying to talk about money? I don't know you. Anyway, I digress. Labor, as we all know, let's just talk about it again, is extremely important in this country because our country is founded on free labor. Free, with quotes, coerced labor, forced labor, slavery. And it just feels like as you look throughout history at especially the inception of this country, the United States of America, as you look, it's like our society, keep trying to have labor done in ways that cuts corners, labor done in ways that, that doesn't consider the human or the humans creating it, labor done in ways that have low price points in terms of production, but high price points in terms of the money that's coming in. And the money that's coming in doesn't go back to the workers, like at all. I'm so glad that we have one day, Labor Day and Labor Day weekend, to not think about work. One day, 3 days, 3 or 4 days, where the thing that we're all focused on is rest. The amount of people that we see playing at a time like this, just outside, out and about, doing their things. There are people inside, resting their bodies, resting their bones. I want you to not think about work this weekend. And I know there's this thing psychologically when somebody tells you don't think about something, you tend to do it. But I'm telling you, please think about rest. Think about joy. Think about freedom. You don't got nothing that you need to do today other than be your beautiful self in the world. And if your beautiful self wants to be inside, hermiting, watching movies, eating snacks, do your thing, boo. I believe that would be the best for you if that's what you choose. But we're talking about labor today, and truly what I want to talk about is rest and joy and play and fun. Let there be an infusion of it into your world because you deserve it. You've been working so hard. I don't know what at, but for the past 9 years, you've been working really hard at something. And you deserve a break, I'm going to pause this here. I'm going to be recording all day today, so there are lots of videos coming to you real soon because I'm in a new space, physically, mentally, energetically, emotionally, all the things. And I'm really excited to share with you. All right, I'll catch you in the future. Bye.